It's 8:30. Good morning. I'm Ian Crouch with Hunter News. An ambulance transporting a patient to the John Hunter Hospital at high speed has had rocks thrown at it. The stones hit and cracked the front windscreen after they were thrown from the Bridge Street overpass on the Hunter Expressway at Branxton on Wednesday night. Fortunately, neither the paramedics or patients on board were injured. Health Services Union Secretary Gerard Hayes is furious and wants those responsible brought to justice.
It's just beggars belief that people can do something that is so dangerous to people who are trying to look after patients. We'd be hoping that somebody who may know something about it would report that to the authorities. This could have been a catastrophe, and it's probably more good luck than good management that people weren't severely injured.
Former Liberal MP for Charlestown, Andrew Cornwall, is suing Channel 7 for defamation. Mr Cornwall quit politics a year ago after damning allegations were made at an ICAC inquiry. The inquiry heard he'd received a wad of cash from former Newcastle Lord Mayor Jeff McCloy. Mr Cornwall has resumed practice at his vet surgery while awaiting the findings of the inquiry. In the meantime, he's suing Channel 7 for allegedly defaming him. A directions hearing is set down for Sydney's Supreme Court today. Lake Macquarie Police want to speak to a man who approached two young children last night at Blackhall's Park. A 5-year-old boy and 8-year-old girl were playing in the front yard of their home on Rupert Street just before 6:30 when a white four-wheel drive drove up onto the footpath in front of their house. Sergeant Dave Rose says a man got out of the vehicle and approached the front fence before speaking to the children in a suspicious and intimidating manner.
Police are urging the man in the white four-wheel drive to come forward and speak to them. He's been described as being of Caucasian appearance, aged in his 40s, with short dark hair and a facial beard. He was wearing a black shirt with grey shorts or pants at the time of this incident, and we urge any witnesses who might have information about that particular incident to contact the local police or Crime Stoppers.
It's claimed the toxic chemicals which leaked from the Williamtown RAF base have been found in groundwater around 4 kilometres away. It's also believed there are 6 contamination sites, including Lake Cochrane, which is unlined and drains into Fullerton Cove. The Herald reports drainage from the base is the likely cause for the spread of the chemicals. 2 investigations into remediation and the EPA's handling of the leak are now underway. The Hunter Region SES says yesterday's wild weather didn't cause too much damage. The intense storm cell swept through parts of Cessnock and Maitland at about midday before heading through Raymond Terrace, leaving backyards blanketed in hail. Mandy Haig from the Lower Hunter SES says they were kept busy for a few hours in the wake of the storm.
A lot of roof damage, caused by the hail. We had a couple of branches broken, a lot of skylights broken, but we had about 45 jobs up until late last night. We had another 3 jobs come in overnight with just the heavy rain that we had that come through.
Maintenance work on Merriweather Wharf seawall commenced this week, but the work won't interrupt those visiting the popular promenade. The work will involve cleaning the wall and conducting necessary repairs, as well as removing redundant timber fender piles. Hunter Development Corporation General Manager Bob Hawes says the work is being done to keep the spot in the best possible shape.
It's going to give us a good idea of how these assets are standing up to the test of time, and it's a particularly harsh environment in that marine area where the water has a great habit of wearing things away. And it also makes sure that we can preserve and keep safe that extensively used promenade.
Sport, thanks to our sponsor Warners Bay Sports Club.
A new Serbian striker could be joining the Newcastle Jets lineup. 30-year-old Milos Trifanovic is understood to be signing with the side, though coach Scott Miller is keeping their new recruit's identity a secret until the end of the week. If the deal goes through, Trifanovic could be on field for Newcastle's round 1 clash with Wellington on October 11. Champion trainer Gay Waterhouse will be sending in 2 stayers in the Newcastle Cup today. Her Group 3 top weight, The Offer, took out the Sydney Cup last year and is the $6 favourite, while up-and-coming gelding Z Zealy has won once in 8 starts in Newmarket. The 2015 Spring Carnival kicks off today at Newcastle Racecourse. The Wanderers are getting ready to take on minor premiers Hamilton tomorrow at No. 2 Sports Ground for the Premier Rugby Season Grand Final. Hamilton are looking to bounce back from their major semi-final loss to the side, besting Waratah in the preliminaries. Kickoffs at 3 p.m. That's sport. I'm Jacinta Lee.
2NURFM News Time 26 to 9.